social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
There we go. Grace and peace, everybody. All right, so we talked about the Vegas shooting, and what I want to do is just do probably just a quick follow-up very quickly to discuss what's happening. So they did catch the gentleman that did shoot the two people on the Vegas Strip. So let's just go ahead and look at the story up today, and then we'll watch his hearing that happened today. Let's go.
With breaking news.
The Las Vegas Strip back to normal at this hour after a shooting rocked the area just outside the Bellagio. But last night, police lights flashed for hours in front of the Bellagio Hotel and Casino where two people were shot and killed. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us at 5. I'm Latoya Silman in for Jim Snyder tonight.
And I'm Marie Mortera joining you live here from the Strip, very close to where it all happened. And the shooting, police say, all stemmed from some sort of social media dispute. But I can tell you here on Las Vegas Boulevard, business is normal. It is a Monday evening, traffic moving pretty smoothly behind me. It doesn't seem like anything took place, but certainly that was not the case last night after those shots rang out a little bit after 10 o'clock. Listen to this.
To be on the Strip right before a shooting happened could be a reality, and last night it was.
And so for some people, the nightmare that they never expected. Police did rush to the scene. Word of the shooting spread across social media. That violent incident also captured on live stream. I'm not the only one out here on Las Vegas Boulevard tonight. I want to bring in News 3's Steve Wolford. And Steve, you and I have worked here in Las Vegas for a long time. When there is an incident like this on Las Vegas Boulevard, which we know doesn't happen very often, it still becomes global news.
Yes, and that is because Las Vegas, as we all know too well, is an international city. This is a nightmare scenario for Metro as well. They take tremendous pride in protecting this tourism base, and maybe other than the Orlando Police Department and the Orange County Sheriff's Office, they have a huge tourism base to worry about. And that's why this late night double shooting is especially shocking.
At approximately 10:40 p.m., officers from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department who were on patrol in the 3600 block of Las Vegas Boulevard heard gunfire occurring on the west side of the street.
Metro Undersheriff Andrew Walsh says the police response was immediate. The officers running toward the sound of the gunshots and quickly locating the victims.
Our officers rendered medical aid to both victims, but their efforts to save those victims' lives were unsuccessful.
Minutes earlier, police say the victims were live streaming on YouTube when the suspect, 41-year-old Manuel Ruiz, confronted them on the sidewalk, apparently over a dispute they were all having on social media. Here is the clip that shows the moments the shots were fired.
What's up, bro?
The live stream ends about an hour later when a Metro officer recovers the phone from the sidewalk and turns it off.
Yeah, it is surreal.
Keegan Blackshear, in town for business, heard the commotion in front of the Bellagio.
I heard sirens, that's normal, but then I heard a lot of sirens, and so I saw they were like blocking off the Strip.
Metro is calling the shooting an isolated incident.
And so we're swift in taking action against individuals that are committing crime, not only on the Strip and downtown.
And Sheriff Kevin McMahill tells me Metro commits a lot of resources to the Strip to protect its reputation as a safe destination.
We have hundreds of police officers. Some weekends we have 1,000 officers working special events overtime up on Las Vegas Boulevard. Day clubs and nightclubs and sporting events and all of the things that happen in this great city.
And something else to consider, Marie, I mean, we're standing here right now on the Strip and we're looking at 2 Metro units to the north and 2 more to the south, or 3 or 4. So that's the balance that Sheriff McMahill talks about. You want people to see the police presence, to feel safe, but you don't want to be in their face because that, People want to come here and relax. Ruiz, by the way, turned himself in earlier today at a police station in Henderson.
And we are expecting him to be in court tomorrow as well. So, Steve, thank you for that perspective there. And let me just make one quick note. If you haven't been out to the Bellagio fountains in a while, you hear them. And I got to say, it's not the Bellagio's fault, but a little unnerving to hear the sounds of the fountains just crashing like at the water and knowing what we're reporting here tonight.
Especially on a day after what happened.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Steve, thank you for that. And you know, unfortunately, this is not the only violent incident to occur here on Las Vegas Boulevard. About 3 years ago, 2 people were killed, 6 others injured after a man went on a stabbing rampage just north of where I'm standing now. So that happened near the Wynn, and according to Metro Police, Yoni Barrios approached 2 showgirls asking for a photo. He believed the women were laughing at him and then became angry, and that is when he began his spree, ultimately killing 2 people. Earlier this year, Barrios was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. And then the most recent incident taking place outside the Venetian in Palazzo last November, a road rage incident involving an Uber driver who was fatally shot after approaching another person's vehicle. Following that shooting, that person drove away from the scene, later identified and located near Washington and Torrey Pines.
Crazy. This is some crazy stuff, y'all.
And Marie, thank you for that report. And we'll see her just in just a little bit. So stick around for the latest on this shooting. And we'd like to know, do you feel safe on the Las Vegas Strip? Right now, 64% of you are saying no, 36% of you saying yes at this time. And if you would like to weigh in, if you haven't already, just scan that QR code that is on your screen, or you can go to news3lv.com. Well, this shooting has garnered the attention of the streaming and social media community, especially since the people involved were YouTubers. For that part of the story, we're turning to News 3's Tiffany Lane. She's been digging into the shooter, also the victims. They were all based off their profiles. She's been looking to try to see what kind of people they were, and also looking at the many streamers who are also posting about this shooting since it happened, Tiffany.
LaToya, we know this has the attention of the world, but also many of the people who knew these 2, whether it was in person or on YouTube, from what we're gathering from the live streams of this horrific incident. Now, the shooter, Manny Ruiz, had a YouTube channel called Sin City Manny. That's according to people we've been following online. Now, that page, when you click on it right now, no longer exists, but I was able to go to the channel of the victim. Now, that's titled Finney the Legend. It's believed by those who were avid followers of both channels that Finney's wife, who goes by Bubbly, was also shot and killed by Manny. This is all information we're working to confirm. Now, here's what we've been seeing online. Even though Manny's channel is no longer available, there are several posts of people breaking down what they believe happened. In one post, Manny is seen in several videos wearing face paint. From what we're told by police and what's on Finney's page, the 2 had an ongoing beef for at least a year now, if not longer. Finney in videos calling out Manny and his wife, including making comments about his wife's appearance. Now, Manny's seen in one video from a live stream that circulated prior to the shooting, driving in his car and saying that he's going around town searching for Finney. We're still working to get confirmation on that since, again, his page is down. I did speak with a fan who follows both channels talking about this ongoing beef.
The followers that were normally with Manny are now giving money to Finney.
So then that kind of started this back and forth feud on streaming.
Yeah, that made it worse. Yeah, for Manny. And then Finney would post, look at how many viewers he's got now, or his viewership was going down, and it's true. I looked at the numbers too, and I go, Manny screwed up. He's losing all his people.
Just make better content, man.
That's what really made him.
Just make better content.
That's probably what drove him to shooting him.
Get more information from police, but tonight on News 3 at 6, a further breakdown of the beef between the streamers, according to the YouTube world, as they continue to search for answers into why this all happened. Maria, I'm going to toss it back to you out in the field.
Not toss it back. That's crazy.
Thanks, Tiffany. And we know that this news can be difficult to hear. This is a community that has overcome other traumas before, so the Resiliency and Justice Center wants to let everyone know that they are there for anyone impacted by last night's shooting. The center providing trauma assistance to all survivors of violent crime and their families as well. It was initially formed to respond to the 1 October shooting. All of their services are free. and confidential. So as we come back out here live now, operations on Las Vegas Strip, as I can tell you, they have returned to normal. Police say, once again, there is no threat to our community. This was an isolated incident. LaToya, we're going to take a pause in our team coverage from here from Las Vegas Boulevard. For now, back to you.
Yeah, you always hear when they say, you know, no threat to the public, but yet when it's happening right there where people are just trying to go on by their lives, as it sometimes does happen, it's still very unnerving. Thank you so much, Marie. And we'll see you a little bit later in this newscast as we continue to look into what happened.
All right, so
on
shout
the
out to
Strip.
them. I appreciate the what is this? The LA, I'm sorry, News 3LV. I'll leave the link in the description as well. So let's real quick, and I'm not going to be long, but I just want to show you the hearing. Manny, was it Sin City? Manny was in court today, and he didn't make a plea though. I was trying to understand exactly what happened as relates to his attorney. There was an attorney shift. So let's see what happened, and maybe I can understand a little bit better. But let's bring it in. Let's go.
State of Nevada versus Manuel Ruiz, 25 PC 049486. Good morning, Mr. Ruiz. You were arrested for 2 counts of open murder with use of a deadly weapon. The court did find probable cause existed for your arrest. You need to hear from the district attorney's office today, and then hear from the public defender.
Your Honor, it's the state's understanding the public defender would like to pass this to the department.
That is correct, Your Honor. I would like our homicide team to handle this case personally, so we're asking for 2 days to the department.
So, Mr. Ruiz, this court will be holding you on no bail. I am going to send your case to the department that will ultimately be hearing your case going forward. And you will have your Valdez and Menace hearing at that point. That court date will be
June 12 at 8:30 in Department 14.
Thank you.
June 12th, 8:30. So that's going to be like 10:30 Atlanta time on Thursday. So we might have to pop in and see if we can get some new intel. Sorry about that. So apparently he was going to have a public defender, but they transferred it over. I'll do some research and look into it and make sure I get the right answer, make sure we know exactly what happened. But yeah, that's what's up. This is such a sad story, man. That again, YouTube is really not, it's important and it's a great medium, but it shouldn't come to this. So I mean, it really shouldn't. So prayerfully, you all y'all out there in them beefs, man, leave that stuff alone, man. Go make good content. Go make good content. That's all I can say, man. Just make good content. And I appreciate y'all. So thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you so much for tapping in. I'll see you all real soon. So until then, grace and peace.